Y'all know what time it is. Ass kicking time. Woohoo.
We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has, now the game flows through him. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Brandon Wilson to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring it down just outside of the 15. Time to see this Bengals offense here as they get set for their first drive. And under center, of course, is the #1 pick in the 2020 draft, now in year #2, Joe Burrow.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Burrow going to give this to and once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line.
Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Ron Darby. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them pretty darn good with Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards.
Let's go,
that's not necessarily something you set out to do in the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Wilson now on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here again comes Joe Burrow in the offense for the Bengals. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception, he had to come to the sideline. I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
On On 2nd and 10. Burrow. This goes out right from Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what are you trying to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally, you want to take that away from the quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it, big plays result. I want him throwing the ball on time and then tackling the receivers so there's no extra yardage.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. After the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The numbers for Mixon last week, 18 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood for
Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning for the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, 75 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this was going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man, Wilson. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Burrow on first down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury and having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. These two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Burrow will throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Burrow. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that throw behind his man. He missed it. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I gotta say, if it's gonna be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 23. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Third and 2, now Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. On 4th down, out comes the rookie 5th-round pick, Evan McPherson, for the Bengal field goal. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And now off to the races, down the inside. He will score. Touchdown, Ravens. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal.
You're playing with me, boy.
Ball is out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I ain't studying that, man.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Playing with me, man.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Dobbins. Able to slither by. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. And they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Y'all know what time it is. Ass whooping time. They thought they were going to whoop me.
As the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Don't hurt nobody.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Heading to the stream.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. They had a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this front.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate games.
Just throwing down an opening. They can't tackle it. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You're playing with me, boy.
Loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Harvey, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
There he goes left side. Past the 20.
Let's get that swagger, y'all.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 88 yards. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying the crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and push it past the 50-yard line so they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yeah.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
And he whips that one incomplete there. And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season? And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Welcome to my live stream.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens
Y'all love them
touchdown.
Baltimore Ravens and hit the subscribe button. I know y'all, there's some Ravens fans out there. Yeah.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone.
Who you quit playing with?
He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was
Damn
nearly
right.
disaster.
Be glad.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy.
Yeah.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Whoa.
Charles, what a slacker. 5 sacks last week. Took him all the way to the second quarter to get one. And here in this one.
And just think about all the planning that went into this game to try and keep him from getting to the quarterback. After 1 quarter, maybe they exhaled and thought, hey, we've got this. Oh, no, you don't. You got to come up with another plan, more looks, maybe even more bodies to keep him out of the backfield.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. They'll have to go a little bit deeper into the playbook on their next possession.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
I shouldn't let y'all start 13. No, damn the Bengals.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Sorry that your hand got hurt.
From his end zone, Wilson. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Now after the running
Damn,
play,
clown.
man down on the field. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And the Bengals on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6, they'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Burrow looking to pass.
No, not today, homie.
Pressure too much. Down he goes. Roquan Smith in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Quit playing with me, boy. Oh, wait. You're going to get hurt in a minute. Just give me some time.
Here's Sam Cook now, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
Damn.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Right one of them. Here
Edwards now on 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now they're in the hurry up. And now Jackson will look to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right.
Ooh, quit playing with me.
And it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens add on. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Raiders 10 and 5. Should have been with 10 and 5 too. Shit.
From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and second down. To throw again on second down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the visiting Browns who were able to steal one on the road.
Damn.
Jacoby Brissett, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough, and they trail the visiting Bills in that ball game at halftime. Stephon Diggs, a touchdown catch in that first half. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And right now they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. It's Jalen Hurts with a couple of touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gott.
Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. On the return, Devin Duvernay. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Raven offense set to start this third quarter. The last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me. Trying to get to...
And got his man complete. Touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I
said the head gonna be a different story.
That he can actually reach him with that pass.
I'm gonna try to beat him 200 teams.
And he's still sprinting. And just think
Crazy,
about what
man.
that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now it's Wilson. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start with the line. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Ravens offense back out there. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
Have some of this.
And he is into the end zone for the Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Ravens add on.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you're going over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And Bell going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
This will be a short game of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
I got to little pretty orange and black colors on. Give me
a lot of real estate in front of
trash.
them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Fucking trash.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark it down at the 39.
And maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they've not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
On second down now, Nixon, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Dowdens. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now Jackson. Forced, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Wilson now on the return. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense. And the passing game, look at the numbers, it's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's got to lean on that guy right now.
Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Burrow on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, and he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Now Dobbins. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jackson on again to Dobbins. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Josh Oliver, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. What a great win. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
Hating on that man, man. Quit hating on him.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man, Wilson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now here come the Bengals. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
So how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked for someone else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So that one will be accepted. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Mixon. This defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason.
You're playing with me, boy.
And the Ravens have got it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out to his left. Along the sideline, finding Andrews for the completion. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here.
That's a touchdown.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide.
Touchdown,
I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Bruh. Y'all cheated me then, man. He gets
so that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now it's Wilson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. It gets this one to Boyd. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. Skirts by him at the 35. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Wilson now on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They completes it to Boyd. A good pickup there. 8 yards to the first down completion. 2nd and 2. draw play for Mixon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available and incompletion as a result.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Oh, and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man, Wilson. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals set to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And here they get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, this game was certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's the tight end, Hurstretter. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now this throw caught left side, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab, and the Ravens add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now it's Wilson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals getting set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So we're going to get symptomatic.
And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You could almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conked off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And quickly, they get to the line. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Roquan Smith in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
You know
They
what
will
time it
gratefully
is.
accept them, won't they?
Ass
It makes their
whoop.
job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.